Hey guys, welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I did all the level ups and we basically got dazzling display or shatter defenses on everyone, including our pets. Lucille still has a bit of strength damage. Can we get it, or can we recover it? I did rest up as well after leveling up, so we've got our spells and stuff back. Okay, let's get everyone on their pets again.
These magics should be used in other ways.
My will is resolute. Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Ooh, there's a magical barrier. I forgot about that. Let's go check that out first. See if we can actually get through it. Nope. Okay, I guess we should just put the last key in then. The key fits perfectly and starts to emit a disturbing glow. When the last key is inserted, you hear a rumble. The door in front of you opens. The way to the heart of the Fane is clear. Alright. Let's head up there. Presumably there's going to be a big fight. You are blinded by a sudden flash. It feels like giants are hammering on your temples and a monstrous pain lashes your chest. Your wound has reopened at the worst possible moment and is gushing blood. You sense the malevolent proximity of the abyss. You can almost touch the threat emanating from it. Slowly, almost reluctantly, the wound closes. But the pain and your heightened awareness remain. The hall bears the traces of the huge Baelor's anger. Some demons are lying on the floor, literally ground into a bloody mess, while the rest are cowering against the walls. The blood is not confined to the ground either, but is splashed across the face of the kneeling Minago. It's not clear if it came from the pentagram on the Lilitu's forehead, or a slash of the Baelor's claws.
Let me into the rift, Tarazand! We're all going to die here! Trying to fight back. It's madness!
No one goes into the rift. You will fight, all of you, or else.
Baelor unleashes a deafening roar, the eyes on his huge head filling with true madness. Let's not choose the chaotic one. We are going to unleash righteous retribution on everyone. I won't let anyone flee to the abyss. You're all going to die here and now.
I told you, Tarazand. Now you're going to die, and they'll hang your horned skull on the walls of Dresden!
You and your little troop made a fool of me at the Battle of Dresden. Finally, I can make you pay. Finally.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
Hey, she's gone.
This is not my time yet.
Okay. Don't like that land just got destroyed. Let's see. Resurrection. Breath of Life? Or actually, no. Won't bother with that. We'll just use Bring Back.
Rifts are usually chaotic and unstable. That's why I've been plagued by one question. How could demons have created a stable, permanent passage from the abyss here in the World Wound? And as I stare into the flames of the rift itself, the answer still eludes me. What is the secret to this canker festering at the very heart of our world? How can we heal it?
My friends and comrades, the time has come for us to discuss something of the utmost importance. It is here, on the threshold of the abyss, that I must announce an important decision before you all. But first, we shall talk about you, Commander. About how well you have discharged the duties I entrusted to you.
I don't like this blade barrier here. That's kind of nasty.
My righteous sister in faith, must these discussions take place now at such a moment? The enemy is watchful, and its forces are great. That is what we must turn our attention to, not scrutinizing our fellow Crusaders.
In the 100 years that this war has lasted, not a day has gone by when I haven't thought about how we can win it. That is precisely why we cannot delay the conversation any longer.
You have my full attention, my queen.
Your forbearance is most appreciated. A commander's absolute priority is leading the Crusader armies, and I cannot help but notice that you have handled this part of your responsibilities well. I cannot but notice your strange choice of companions. The good gods teach us to seek the light even in the darkest soul, and to believe in redemption. But it is one thing to believe in the good intentions of a murderous succubus, and, for example, send her to a temple of Desna to be cared for by experienced priests. But it is another matter entirely to take the demon with you to the front lines, where one well-timed stab in the back could put a tragic end to our entire Crusader cause. It is unthinkably reckless.
With all due respect, my lady, Arushale has proven herself to be a faithful and reliable comrade. She has fought bravely for us, and we both want to see the demons defeated. Is there any reason to reproach the commander for accepting her into our party?
You can find reasons aplenty in any Mendevian cemetery, Sealer. Each one is full of the graves of those who were deceived by demons.
I don't need any proof of her loyalty. I see the light in Arushale's soul, and I know that she truly wants to change.
This would sound like mere bravado from anyone else. But you are closer to the light than most of my comrades. You might actually be able to see the light in others.
Thank you. I can't believe you really said that.
I also wish to mention what you did with Iomede's banner, the Sword of Valor. This sacred relic, handed to you to defend the city against the demons, has become a reflection of you. I do not know how you managed to distort its features, but I cannot overlook it. I only pray that Iomede will forgive us all for this most improper treatment of her relic. That is all I wish to say. And now, to summarize. Well, apart from the matter of the succubus in your party, which we have just clarified, I find nothing unworthy in the manner in which you have fulfilled your responsibilities. Which is why it pains me all the more to announce that I am relieving you of your post. You are no longer the leader of the Fifth Crusade.
Let's go with the Angel Mythic Path choice. My queen, you and I both believe in good and justice, so do what is good and just. Don't take away the title I rightly earned. Throughout the Queen's entire speech, Daeron is silent, but his silence is more expressive than an entire crowd yelling profanities.
This is why I always take payment up front. The customers become very shifty when everything is done.
I deeply respect the desire to bring discipline to the Crusades, but not all the accusations you leveled at the Commander are guided by that desire.
My righteous sister, you are entitled to make such a decision, but please reconsider whether this is the right one. He is not just the Crusade commander. He is our hope. Our only hope.
Our only hope is he? I see you do not value me or the other heroes of the Crusade very highly, my righteous brother and comrade. Forgive me. I overreacted. You are doubtlessly right, my brother. As are you. I shall let you retain the formal title of leader of the Crusade. It would be wrong to take it from you, but I shall still be taking over command of the armies. Hold your objections. There is a reason for this. Thanks to the book recovered from Arilu Vorlish's laboratory, we know that the rift before us cannot be closed until the first and main rift is closed. The one that lies in the Threshold Fortress. So, for the safety of Dresden, I shall have to destroy all the exits out of the Midnight Fane and block everything here so that demons coming through this indestructible rift cannot descend upon Dresden again. This is a forced measure. I am doing it for the safety of the city. But this won't solve the problem. We should... no, we must track the demon's path and settle this issue once and for all. And that means venturing into the abyss. No one but you, with your unique power, can handle this task. That is why I shall take over the command of the Crusader armies, and you will journey forth on this great mission.
If you destroy the Fane and its exit, how will I return to Galarion?
Don't worry about that. I will go with you, and I know the secrets of traveling between planes. I have also been to the Abyss before, and I have fought the beasts that dwell there. My sword and my experience will help you on this mission.
True, until the problem of the Nihindrian crystals is solved, we won't be able to win. I'm going to the Abyss.
We will go to the Abyss side by side, champion, and Dresden will greet us with jubilation on the day of our return.
Wish me luck as well. Until next we meet.
Let us not hesitate.
Okay, now let's actually get land back. Amulet, scimitar, gold coin. Okay. To the Nexus. I guess that's the exit up from the Fane. Let's check the barrier again. No. I guess not. That might be something that unlocks later on in the game. When we, I guess, come back.
We march ahead.
Okay, fair enough. Can't really chat with any of them, so I guess let's head to the Nexus.
The commander has stepped through the rift, and now there is no going back. Onward, to solitude, to the unknown, to the abyss.
Champion, how extraordinary. I sensed a surge in the power within you the moment you boldly stepped forth into the rift. I was there, following you into the abyss, but it was as though I suddenly found myself in the blessed expanses of the upper planes. The angel turns his head and surveys the bleak landscape that has been revealed to you. His movements are growing tense, and even the soft golden glow that usually emanates from him is fading. So that's where this rift leads, to the realm of the most cunning of all the demon lords. This location is familiar to me, but that fact brings me neither joy nor consolation. The abyss lies at the very bottom of the multiverse, where the life-giving rays of the sun never reach. You feel how far Sarenrae is from you right now, and how disgusted she would be by everything that surrounds you. Oh, if only you could shatter this plane with a single strike of a sacred scimitar, and then cleanse what remains with holy fire. Ah, the abyss. Nenia rubs her palms together. This is not a hospitable place, but just imagine how many experiments we can conduct here. How many marvelous demons we can study. What can you tell me about this place? These are the Midnight Isles. An odd mix of pensiveness and profound aversion rings in the angel's voice. This is the realm of Nocticula, the Lady in Shadow. Every corner of the abyss is repellent in its own way. But this place, this is where one truly walks on corpses. The angel gestures at the land with his iron gauntlet. On the corpses of demon lords that were treacherously murdered, every monster slain by Nocticula becomes an island like the one we're standing on right now. This place seems to be created specifically to befuddle the hearts and minds of the righteous. What I mean is that the demon lords are our enemies, and their deaths should please us, but as I look at this black sky, I realize that sometimes the death of evil creates even greater evil. Why would Nocticula kill the other demon lords? For power, of course. Every new murder that she commits extends her realm, and the greater her realm, the greater her power. The ambitions of the Lady in Shadow are great, and she knows no mercy, so the archipelago has become much larger in the millennia of her rule here. What does Nocticula have to do with the invasion of Golarion? I do not know. Before the idol that we saw in the Midnight Fane, I had not seen any trace of her influence in the Whirlwind, but it's no wonder. The Lady in Shadow values guile, subterfuge, and devious plots. I will not be surprised if it turns out that she has been secretly aiding Baphomet and Discari since the first days of the invasion. What should I be wary of here? Beware every shadow. This is the abyss, the plane of chaos and evil. It would be fair to compare our mission to that of spies sent deep into enemy territory. We do not belong here, and everyone and everything that does not seek to kill us on sight will either kill us slowly or use us for unimaginable evil. It's a shame that we cannot hope for the protection of the Sword of Valor in this place, or of the one who used to wield it. You should have sensed it already, how different everything feels without the banner's holy protection. So what's our plan? We need to find the source of the Nahindrian crystals and destroy it forever, if possible. We know for certain that the crystals were transported to the Whirlwind through the rift that we used to get here. What we must do right now is take a thorough look around. We need to understand what this place is and what they were doing with the crystals here. Whether they were creating them or mining them or bringing them here from somewhere else. I would also like to know who was in charge of the demons on this side of the rift. There still may be traces here, or even some documents or witnesses. I see. Onward. Be careful, champion. I will wait for you here. Alright. And we got our next mythic level. So I'll do the level ups and then we'll go from there. Okay, and I've done all the mythic level ups. Let's see. Stuja gave him enduring spells. I gave Master Shapeshifter to Sealer, and then I think we'll use some spells to get those bonuses. Domain Zealot, so we can pass some of the domain abilities faster. Mythical Beast on land. Now Camellia has, or should have, her own pet with the second Spirit Nature, and then we took Greater Abundant Casting with Nenio. So now she has a lot more Phantasmal Killers to cast, which is nice. Especially a level 8 one.
Well?
And now I'll do Camellia's pet, and then we can get started. Okay, and Camellia's pet is leveled up as well now. So at some point I think we'll probably have to do a rest just so we can... oh, maybe not. Yeah, we need to do a rest so that Nenio can get some of her spells. I'm wondering, do I want to get one Sea Mantle? Maybe. That's fine. Let's keep exploring. Well, let's start exploring this place.
Our path leads on, escaping from sight.
And we can now get Camellia onto her pet. Okay. Which means we should be able to get Bolster, Reach. Okay, that can go. And we should be able to get the Triceratops Bismuth for Nenio. Okay. There we go. And then Death's Consonant, I suppose. Right. Does seem like we can equip gear on Bismuth, so we should probably do that too. Vast Intelligence, okay. +6, yeah, let's give that to Nenio. And I guess we can... yeah, I guess we can put braces on there once we get something more useful.
You require my unbiased opinion?
I guess we can do the same thing, put Nenio on Bismuth. And we'll probably have to rejig the bubble buffs later on too. Okay, let's not go through that portal just yet. I do want to explore a little bit, and we have some people to talk to as well. Plan is not on his pet. Okay.
Search for the beauty with your
Guessing
heart,
social
not
isn't
your eyes.
either. I guess their size is not big enough for now, right?
Godspeed.
Ooh, to the Midnight Fane, apparently. Okay. Demon blood, okay. Though it seems incredible, the deformed succubus's body still contains a flicker of life. As you approach, she opens her eyes, her lips crusted with blood release a groan. You, Baphomet's spawn, run through your portal. You run too, Hepzibah. You think you're strong, but Our Lady in Shadow is stronger. She will get her revenge any way. Social examines her wounds with the dispassionate eye of a healer and whispers under his breath. Major blood loss. The puncture wounds are deep and blood is filling her body cavities. Commander, I have some means to ease her pain. It's too late to try and save her, but we can spare her suffering. Let's heal the succubus and see what happens. You may be a demon, but I still can't stand aside and watch you suffer. Oddly, the healing powers have no visible effect. She just moans, slightly shakes her head and stares at you with her dull green eyes. Who did this to you? Hepzibah. The succubus groans with hatred through her lips half sealed with clotting blood. I've been following them, wanted to warn Our Lady. Curses on Baphomet and his spawn. What were Baphomet's spawn doing here? Crystals. They've been mining crystals. They said it's to attack the Crusaders, but I believe they want to attack the realm of Our Lady in Shadow. We just got here and we're already tangled it up in some web of intrigue. How's that for dumb luck? The ones who maimed you, where did they go? Through the portal. The succubus's green eyes brighten. Are you chasing them? Fine, find them. I'll get my revenge, even after I die. Having lost the last of her strength, the succubus drops her head onto her chest. Then she adds in a wheezing voice, my key, I've got it hidden in a lesser shaft, not the one with the bones, and another one in a bigger shaft among the old tools. Find them, follow their trail through the portal. Okay, help her go painlessly, Social. The small bottle appears in Social's hands. He gives the succubus just a small drop from it, but her eyes immediately close and her breathing slows and finally ceases. The cleric looks at the demon's body with sadness, as if it is not a reviled enemy lying at his feet. I wasn't sure it would work. Demon bodies are built differently from those of humans, but seems like it did the job. She didn't suffer. Camellia's eyes are following the dying succubus intently. Noticing your attention on her, Camellia hastily turns away. I just wanted to make sure that her death wasn't simply an elaborate ploy or yet another trap.
Let us press on.
Okay, so I guess we have to keep exploring this spot. Oh, I'm not sure if we want to go through there. Let's see. Explore the mines around the Nexus. Whatever the secret of the origin of the Nahindrian crystals, they were shipped to Galarian via the Nexus, a portal node located in the Midnight Isles. There are sure to be some traces left that would help answer several crucial questions. What was done to the crystals in that place? Who was in charge of the whole operation? And finally, what happened in this now desolate place? Those who had been mining the crystals made their getaway through a portal that can be opened with a special key. Okay, the name of the demoness who was in charge is Hepzibah. Alright, that's fine. Velvet notes, nice. Key to the Nexus portals. The key has been found. The hand of the inheritor may have some ideas. Okay, so we have to go chat with the hand. The mineshaft descends to an incredible depth, and there are depleted veins and empty ducts as far as the eye can see. It doesn't look like there's much else to explore, so let's get going, I suppose. Well, I'll ignore the... well, should I? Yeah, I'll ignore the portal to the Midnight Fane first. Let's talk to the hand. Regarding our mission, I know the name of the person who was in charge of the mines, Hepzibah. Hepzibah herself. Baphomet's daughter, okay. Anger rings in the hand of the inheritor's voice. I know her. She's an old and dangerous adversary, a Nephilim, a spawn of Baphomet himself. Yes, now I see it. The path we have stepped onto is dangerous, but it is the right one. The demons you have encountered before, even Darazan, were just officers in the Abyssal army, whereas Hepzibah is a true princess of the spawn of chaos and evil. I'm not surprised that she's behind the secret of these cursed crystals, and I dread to think what she's capable of doing with them. A dying succubus told me about the conflict between Nocticulars and Baphomet's servants. I'm not at all surprised. The alliances between the demon lords are usually fragile, and they break like a spider's web in the wind. However, the discord between our enemies can work to our advantage, no matter how repellent it is for me to even countenance. We must learn more about what is going on. What if I try to use my powers to open those old portals? Alas, that is unlikely to work. These portals are unlike the seal in Dresden. They simply cannot be swept, or they cannot simply be swept away. If you use that method, you will either destroy them for good or open the path, but not to the place where the portal initially led and where our quarry fled. I've got a key to the portal that the demons who mine the crystals apparently used to leave this place. Let me take a look at it. I think I know how this key works. As soon as you finish exploring the mines, I shall open the portal, alright? Okay. The key has been found, may have some ideas how to use it, and the name of the demoness, the crystals, okay. Right, do we just talk to him? No, I guess not. This once used to be a working portal, it seems, but now the gates are inactive and lifeless. Alright.
Our path leads on.
Let's... I guess let's take a look. Still nothing here. Maybe we do need to go through that portal in the Fane, since it seems like we haven't quite finished exploring the mines yet.
I will guide us.
Oh, right. There's this path down here. Okay. Completely missed that. That's fine, though.
They will not expect my strike.
Midden of enormous bones that likely came from giants. Here and there, rusty slave collars glint in the dust. Okay. Suture is here. You hear some muttering coming from the pile of bones. Gone, they are all gone, and left me with nothing. I've been searching and searching, but there's not even a trace. A large giant skull shakes, and an old acquaintance of yours, the dretch called Suture, climbs out from under it, grumbling and groaning. He notices you, he blinks, and then he says in a tone of extreme melancholy, "Oh, it's you. What are you doing here, Sucha? Can't you see for yourself? I've been browsing decorations for my newest luxurious palace with a view of Ishia's best beaches." The Dretch mumbles, then without missing a beat he states wistfully, "I was on my way to see Mistress Arilu, but I can't teleport when I'm like this. Every lousy Brimmerak can do it, but I can't. All I could do was reach the Midnight Fane and slip into the rift. But now I can't go no further, so I've been searching for portal keys." Portal keys? You've seen those big things up there on the surface? They were kept closed most of the time, so the slaves wouldn't run away. They can be opened with special keys. If I was lucky enough to find such a key, I would have left this nasty place in a heartbeat, and then who knows, maybe I could have found Mistress Arilu. Is she around here somewhere? You're a funny lad, you are. My mistress, she's like the wind. One moment she's here and the next she's gone, but she loves coming to Alush, the Abyss. I would have found her by now if I could get out of here. What is this place? It's a little burrow dug by Baphomet's rats in the mansion of the illustrious Lady Nocticula. The Suture grimaces, a former burrow that is. Once I visited this place with my mistress Arilu on business, and this place was abuzz with life. The slaves were working, the slave drivers were tormenting them, and Hepzimira was choking the life out of both. You know Hepzimira, do you? Nasty, horn-headed Nephilim and Baphomet's daughter to boot. Now there's no one here. As soon as I saw you, I knew right away why they all fled. Where did all these bones come from? They belong to the giants who used to work in these mines. You don't think Baphomet's minions dug the rocks with their own hands, do you? The mine was depleted first, so they converted it into a dump. Every time an enslaved giant died, they dumped the carcass here. I'm here to find the source of the Nethindran crystals. Do you know anything about that? Well, you've just found one. Good for you. The Suture sweeps his arm in a wide circle. This is the mine where they used to dig the crystals, but it was long ago. They depleted it and they left. So the crystals can simply be mined like any other regular mineral? Simply enough, but not that simply. They can be mined alright, but the crystals are very rare and extremely expensive, and that's all I know. Are there many other mines like this one? There are several more on this island as far as I could see, and they all must have been depleted too. Baphomet's gangs wouldn't have left this place if they had even a slim chance of finding more crystals. As for there being more mines elsewhere, I don't know. How long have demons known the secret of the crystals? What is this secret you're talking about? Those crystals can be used in many ways. If you're talking about magic powers that can be extracted from a crystal and poured into a demon, no one could ever do it before my mistress. Even now, only a select few know how to do it. My mistress, Lords Baphomet and Descari are no fools to share that kind of knowledge with the entire Abyss. Okay, I have to go. You know what? You better look around really closely. Mayhap you'll find a key. A portal key. It looks like a faded piece of glass, but if it's filled with power, it'll shine purple. I'll walk around too. Search some more. Okay. Fair enough. The giant's bones look like they've been gnawed on. The hindran crystals were dug up in the local mine. Okay. We need to tell the Hand of the Inheritor about that too, apparently. Ooh, boots. Boots of Stampede and hide of a magical creature. Okay, very nice. I think that's what we need to, that's what we need to get some of the storyteller artifacts done. The stone is gouged and crumbled, and traces of glowing purple dust can be seen in several places. Right. Got another key. So, I guess we're done exploring this side. Maybe?
I stand ready. Let us press on.
At least that's what it seems like. So let's come back down here. Since I missed something. The midden These half-rotten remains of a giant are missing an arm. This one was probably mutilated while he was still alive. Deep grooves seemingly left by a giant hand furiously scratching at the stone. So I guess they mined by hand. Okay, time to go back to their hand. I have reasons to believe that the Nahindran crystals were mined right here in the mines. The angel flexes his wings, so the source of our troubles, these powerful crystals, can be mined from the soil of the abyss as if they were just ordinary minerals. I was convinced that the secret of their origin must be more complicated and nefarious. But this new knowledge terrifies me. There are half a dozen mines in the vicinity, and those mines are huge. The largest was abandoned just recently, it seems. How many crystals did the demons manage to mine? How many monsters with mythic powers did they manage to create? We must find out. I've learned everything I wanted to know in this place. It's time to open the portal and press on. Then let us begin the pursuit at once. The portal begins to glow brightly, and the hand of the inheritor gestures forward, his hand clenched in a fist, onward wherever this road may lead us. After approaching the portal, the angel freezes. Heaven above, just look at that. I see the pattern of sky-piercing spires and steep domes set against the midnight sky. This is Alushinra, the damned city of Nocticula. That's where our enemies were heading. You think you're quick, eh? Well, I'm quicker. Okay, the angel's blade is just a moment too late to touch the skin of the demon who rushes into the portal. That cunning creature has stolen our key. The portal is inactive again. I swear, even the lowest of the abyssal creatures are disgusting and despicable. This portal leads to Alushinra. What could this mean? It means we will be looking for a particular clutch of demons among thousands of their kind. Alushinra is a real demonic metropolis. It's huge and macabre. It is a little safer, or rather a little less dangerous than the other corners of the abyss. Lady Nocticula loves having visitors, including those from other planes, and she does not like it if her guests are dying every day in her city. But if it happens quietly and without too much attention, her black heart won't even skip a beat. We must be twice, even thrice, as careful in this nest of sin. Will we have to move onward altogether? I do not think that will be necessary. We need an outpost in the abyss, and it will be best if we build it right here, far from larger demonic settlements, and close to an active portal that will allow us to return here at any time. All your companions that are currently unoccupied should take care of guarding and setting up the camp. Okay, I've got the second key. The demons' plots cannot stop us, but we still haven't had much success in countering them. That is why we must make haste and move onward. Okay. We already saw that. Alright, let's go. Let me tell you something, champion. We are going to Alushinra, the city of cunning and seduction. As sad as I am to admit it, we are unlikely to find our enemies and the Nahindran crystals they took without the aid of the denizens of this hideous place. If Hepzibah has something to do with all this, we'll need another demon that matches her powers. We will need to find a way to make contact with one of the city's rulers. On that point, we now know there is a conflict brewing between Nocticula and Baphomet. I will not be welcome in this dark place, but I have prepared for this. The angel seems truly proud of his plan. I will cast a spell on myself so that not a single denizen of this plane whose soul is devoted to evil will be able to see or hear me. Invisible, I will follow you and protect you from all dangers and temptations of this place as best I can. And the demons will be unaware of my presence. Now let us go by the light and the sword. Okay, so we can go back to the Nexus from here, it seems.
It went splendidly.
Judging by the surroundings, these are the slums of Alushina, Nocticula's capital city, the abode of beggars and vagabonds. It is impossible to descend any further, except into the waters of the ocean itself, where the bodies of the unfortunate are dumped. Look, another mortal. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting one of Alushina's guests nowadays. Merchants, travelers, demonologists, every kind of filth. Fair enough. To the port, okay.
I'm all done here.
Long forgotten by mortals and demons alike, the unholy sigil of the perished demon lord Nahindri. Okay. Alright, I think this is a good place to end the episode. What I will do is go back to Nexus, see if we can rest up, because we need the healing and we need to get some of the spells back, so that'll be ideal if we can do that. And then I'll probably come back here and we'll restart the adventure in the next episode from here and properly start exploring Alushina. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.